Well, hello, and welcome to Usability Mapping. My name is Klaus Hofer, and I'm a UX psychologist with specialization in industrial safety. Usability mapping is about operational safety and user documentation. And in this short video, I will show that by integrating cognitive and behavioral sciences into user documents, we can measurably reduce the risk of human performance errors. My curiosity for this subject was spawned many years ago when, as a young nurse, I witnessed an incident that endangered the life of an unsuspecting hospital patient. Fortunately, the patient made a quick recovery. However, as I listened to the countless expert opinions on how such an incident could have occurred and what could have been done to prevent it, I noticed that the many opinions did not align. And that got my attention. Because if we tolerate differing opinions on safety, then safety becomes a random lottery. This incident triggered my obsession with the question, what causes intelligent, motivated, and highly trained professionals to make mistakes that can kill someone? When writing user documentation, we are allowing for a dangerous gap in communication psychology because we must answer questions from people we do not hear, asked by people we do not see, and their safety depends on our answers. That gap cannot be solved with good writing alone. Yes, good writing is important, but usability is essential. Users need user materials because users are not readers. Only science can tell us what works and what doesn't work and why. We need answers that cannot be overruled by expert opinions. So when is too much information too much, and how can I control for that? How does the brain process language? Does it help if I align my message with that process? How does my visual field process the immense amount of information it receives? Can I guide my user to only look at what I want them to look at? How do humans understand things? Can I control comprehension to eliminate misunderstandings? How do humans process language? How do we listen and speak when under high stress? And what psychological needs must be satisfied to drive behaviors, especially when it comes to operational behavior? Indeed, expert opinion on safety are very important, but please remember, no matter how much experience you have, no matter how smart you are, warning, the laws of nature will operate regardless. Science requires measurement to get measurable results, and that is why we call it the science of safety. By applying the sciences, we can measurably reduce operational risks. We can measurably reduce the risk of human comprehension errors, and as such, we will measurably reduce the risk of human performance errors. That subsequently measurably increases operational safety. And that is music to the ears to the insurance companies, because we pay insurance companies a lot of money to accept the risk on our behalf. Now, usability mapping also measures usability. While readability can be easily tested, the usability must be verified. And that is music to the ears to litigating lawyers who can now demonstrate in a court of law that a safety document with good readability triggered a costly incident because it failed on usability. Insurance companies and lawyers will listen if we can demonstrate measurable risk reduction. And with usability mapping, we can do that. Usability mapping is all about successfully guiding behaviors. The specific behaviors that operational safety requires are, for example, alignment behaviors, which must align a team with a company or department's vision. For that, we create policies. We engineer policies that drive alignment behaviors. Compliance behaviors enforce policies. For that, we create rules and regulations, and we call these standards, and we must engineer standards to drive compliance behaviors. Decision-making behaviors require an understanding of how things work. For that, we create processes, We must engineer processes to drive decision-making behaviors. Task and performance behaviors are driven by procedures or work instructions. We must engineer procedures or work instructions to drive task behavior. Apply best practice behaviors to optimize human performance. These behaviors are supported by guidelines. We must engineer guidelines that drive best practice behaviors. So to make usability mapping work, we must engineer documents that drive specific and verifiable behaviors. Usability mapping is registered and certified with the UX Quality Certification Center. It is endorsed as professional development by the Australian Institute for Health and Safety, the AIHS. It is an element of the Australian OHS Education Accreditation Board, and it has a dedicated section in the OHS Body of Knowledge, the BOK. Always remember, science can be hard, and the laws of nature will operate regardless of anyone's opinion. Now, usability mapping will never win a writing award. However, companies who have successfully implemented usability mapping have been awarded. ConocoPhillips Alaska won the OSHA 2022 Innovation Award. And in Australia, Alinta Energy won the UMAP Safety Excellence Award for 2024. Follow the sciences, because they can save lives, and that is worth it. Please reach out. We can help. Write to safety@usabilitymapping.com. Thank you.